Y'all can still talk. All right, welcome everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming today. It's a very special occasion for us here in our program. We celebrate the graduation of 3 of our individuals. We've been running the program, I think, since about 2016. I asked Lori just a minute ago what graduation this was, and I think it's somewhere 5th, 6th, or 7th graduation. And I have to admit, from my standpoint, it's always a celebration to see them leave, but I do hate to see them leave because we've gotten to know them over the last couple of years and know who they are and sort of how special they are to all of us. So, first off, I'd like to introduce some special guests. We have Miss Angela Hill from Montgomery County Administrator. Are you here, Miss Hill? No. Where'd you? Okay, she hadn't shown up. Okay. Miss Biggs. Do we have Miss Mary Biggs? Or Miss? I don't see Mr. Fidzikowski. I know we have Miss Lesko from the New River Regional Commission. She's part of the New River Recovery Ecosystem Grant that covers the opioid from the Opioid Abatement Authority. We're just glad to have her here. We have Miss Anna Champion from the New River Valley Commission, and we have Mr. Walter Midkiff from our commission. We always have a guest speaker at these events, and so our guest speaker today is the sheriff, Mr. Hank Park. I've known Hank, since at least 1983 when I started practicing law. I think you were deputy. Were you deputy?
I don't remember back that far.
Okay. I do remember, though, he was one of the bailiffs in the old courthouse. In fact, he escorted me down when we had the groundbreaking ceremony for this building. But Hank's been a very special friend to myself and to the court system. Without his department's backing of our program, we really wouldn't have been able to get it started or have it continued. He's done a wonderful job. He's been the elected sheriff in 2016. And again, he runs a great department, probably one of the best in the state. And he's very friendly to the court system, which doesn't necessarily happen everywhere across the state. But we do owe a lot of gratitude to Sheriff Parton and his department, so he'll have some special words to say to you. So I'll introduce him at this time, Mr. Hank Parton.
Thank you, everybody, for having me today. Hey, it's an honor. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You deserve a big day. You really do. And the judge was talking about the court system, and we're, as you all know, we're very fortunate here because we've got so many great folks. Our Commonwealth's Attorney's Office, all our clerk's offices, and the sheriff's office, we all work really well together, and that makes things like this possible. So, very happy to be here, and I'd like to thank Judge Turk for inviting me. And I'd also like to acknowledge our 3 graduates. Lincoln Sheppard started this journey on October 7th, 2020. Amber Hollar started May 26, 2021. And Christopher Wirt on August 18, 2020. All those right?
That is right.
That's a good sign. You 3 have put in lots of hard work to complete this program, such as lots of talks with Abigail, Courtney, drug test, court, community, service, group meetings, online meetings, and everything else that's been asked of you to do. We all wish for you all the success in the world after this graduation. With each day comes a day of recovery. Please use this experience as an education to look back upon and think about how things once were. Then move forward and keep making good decisions. And I wish this was my quote, but it's not. It belongs to Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only person you were destined to become is the person you decide to be. If it's all three,
You can take that for today.
the only one you're going to be is who you decide to be.
Ain't part.
Recovery brings freedom in several forms, and freedom increases responsibility. Please continue to use all the tools that have been given to you through this program. We all hope that you will continue to seek assistance and to even mentor others in the future after you leave here. Everyone in this room has done something to assist you in getting to this point. We all hope that you continue to be successful with your family, recovery, work, and all that's still in front of you. To those following in the graduates' footsteps, know your hard work will pay off, even if you are struggling now. We are glad to have each of you in this program and wanting the utmost success for your journey to recovery and to stay there. It does not come quick or easily. As of the circumstances that have gotten you to this point, Napoleon Hill said, "Don't measure your future by your past. All that matters is in front of you." You are the one in control of where your life goes and how successful you'll be. This court, its caseworkers, counselors, probation officers, law enforcement, and attorneys will guide and assist you. Again, you are the one in control of yourself and your future. But you sure do have a lot of help here if you need it. All you have to do is reach out. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to attend graduation. And from my heart, I wish you all the best and hope you all call if you need anything. Thank you.
Brief, and I'm going to turn it over to them. My name is Lori Trail. I work with New River Valley Community Services, and I serve as the coordinator for the New River Valley Drug Treatment and Recovery Court programs. We're here again today to celebrate Amber, Chris, and Lincoln. I think they've each had their individual journey, but I think they each really have, embodied an example of nobody's path is the same, and everybody gets there at their own pace. They certainly have. It hasn't been easy. They've had to put a lot of hard work in, and they've done that. They are, to me, inspirational. They have helped us in lots of ways. They have helped us with supporting other participants, both in the program and in the community. Through the Oxford House, there's been lots of support, and so we are thankful. We want you to continue staying connected. We believe you're going to, and continue to help support and guide and grow the program as we move forward. I like to always say this is not an easy alternative. This is really a hard program, and they've done a lot of hard work to get where they are today. I also like to say we are not standing here saying we have cured someone's addiction. That is a lifelong journey that they're going to need to continue on, and we believe that they will. If you ever need anything, we're here. We don't go away just because you graduate. So we're going to turn it over to them. We're going to call them up. I'm going to have Abigail Custer, who is our case manager, and Dana Dow, who's the probation officer, come up. They really help support the participants on a daily basis to kind of recognize them. So we will start. I'm just going to go in alphabetical order, and I'm going to start with Amber Hollar.
Okay, so I'm nervous, but I also might cry. But I did write something, and I would like to try to read it. I'm going to try my best to get through it. Okay. Over the past 3 years, this program has not only changed my life, but it has given me a chance at recovery and a brighter future of addiction and headed down a path of self. but through the unwavering support, guidance, and resources provided by this program, I found a path to healing, growth, and recovery. The dedicated team of professionals and the fellow participants in the program became my pillars of strength, offering me the tools and encouragement I needed to rebuild my life from the ground up. I'm deeply thankful to each and every one of you for believing in me and supporting me. Sorry, and guiding me. I also want to thank my family and friends for standing by me every step of the way. So, yeah.
Okay, next.
It's WS.
Next is Richard Sheppard.
All right, well, I kind of screwed myself a little bit, didn't give myself anything to write down and look at down here, but anyway, okay, well, this will be good practice. I'm gonna single in on a couple people there. Yeah, this is not helping. Anyway, okay, well, I gotta start off by saying, you know, breathe. I don't know why it's so nerve-wracking. You know, like, I think glossophobia in America, 60–70% of people is like, that's their, America's #1 fear is public speaking. And this is, I can't start off by saying, without saying that, for me, God got me through 100%, and I won't stay too long on that, because I've seen in the past some people stand up too long about that, but for me, I mean, I couldn't, like it was said before, I mean, I've done it without most of the people in this room and the participants for coming. Thank y'all for coming too. Like, it really is important that y'all come. I know they say that, and like in the beginning, I was like, well, you know, it's not me graduating, so, but like, it is, over time, there's food, there's like reason to come here, you know, and it's actually, over time, you get happy to see people where they're at now, and at this feeling right here, is all, like at work today, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta work and I gotta think about anxiety, fear. This, I don't even know how to feel about any of this, but what I like to remind myself is that nothing's really gonna change from here going forward. You know, like my life will still be the same, like as far as I can tell. I mean, I don't have any reason to bet on that, but I mean, if I wake up just like I did today, tomorrow, then I'll be fine. That's pretty much what I got to say. I gotta thank my dad and Sammy, and there's too many people, Ava, Ruth Ann, going in order here, Guy, everybody, all my family, friends, people that can't be here today, my boss, Mike Crystal, he couldn't have done it without him, his understanding, his what's the word I'm looking for? His propensity? Propensity to understand the condition, and that's really what this is about, you know, like this whole thing, doing it for the public and that, you know, and recording it. Hi, Kim. Anyway, that's what this is all about. I mean, I can't follow Hank Parton's speech, that was great. I mean, there's really nothing else I can say other than that, you know, really, of the drug court staff, I mean, Lindsay, when she was here, some of y'all might remember Lindsay, you know, Lindsay, that's old school right there. Lindsay Good, she was the first case manager. Courtney has done so much for me. Abigail, not so much, no, I'm just kidding. No, I love you. You know, I love everybody in this room. I couldn't, you know, I'm gonna try to look at people again. This is hard. I'm getting good practice though here, guys. This is good. I think by the end of this, I'm feeling really good. So if you were worried about that, then don't worry about that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pain, a lot of suffering that I've had to go through to get here. I mean, I think about like a lot of that stuff, and it's like standing right here today in front of you, like I shouldn't even be standing here. I mean, I had a car accident in 2017. I fractured my vertebrae in 3 different places. I had aortic dissection, the artery branching off from your heart, supplies blood to the rest of your body and all that stuff. You know, you kind of need it. It was what?
You almost died.
Yeah, I almost died. In short, yeah. Didn't have anything to do with drugs. I was actually doing pretty good at that time, but yeah, I mean, I remember Dad. This is one of the talking points that I had in my head, so I go ahead and use it. I remember Dad and Angela, my aunt over there. I was in the hospital and I was like trying to learn how to walk again, and I remember just being so. Like, I hadn't found God up to this point. I remember just being so like, why did this happen to me? and like, you know, just like screw this kind of thing. But they said something to me, Dad and Angela, that I was like, why would you say that at the time? But at the time they said, because I was like kind of like groping and griping and complaining, and like, why did this happen to me? And they said, you know, well, you made it, you're alive, you made it. And I was like, I'm sorry, Dad. I was trying not to cry. Okay, anyway, they said that, and that really, I didn't really understand it then. Took a little while, but yeah, I mean, this life that we get is only one, and you know, people, I just couldn't have done it without all you, my family, and all the people in this room. Thank you, and I love you guys. Thank you. Where am I going? Oh, I can't leave that here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, you're getting a hug too. And you're getting a hug too. And y'all can all stay after and you'll get a hug outside.
All right, and then our lease, I don't even know what I'm getting ready to say, my brain's on. Our last graduate is Chris Wirt.
Yeah. I didn't prepare for no big speech. I'm Chris, by the way. I want to give a special thanks to the board because y'all believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And 3 years ago, I would have not seen myself here. I just didn't know how to stop using. I wanted to stop, but I just didn't know how to stop. I kept going to a lot of meetings, and once I finally stopped using, that's when things began to change for me personally. Not only did I have to change my people, places, and things, but I had to change my personality because that came a part of me is using. But I just didn't use no matter what, and things began to change for me successfully, mentally, and spiritually. So no matter what, just don't use to the new people. That's all I got.
All right, I was remiss earlier, and I do need to address that real quick, and some people we have with us, I forgot to mention earlier, Mr. Scott Openchain, pastor at Blue Ridge Church. I think a number of our participants come to you on Sundays for service, and we appreciate the support that the church has given him. It's a huge part of the recovery process, so we thank you. And then last but not least, I forgot to thank my team. They're all behind me here. And,
Definitely not least.
They put in a ton of work to help and to sort of guide everybody during the course of the program. And without them, our program really wouldn't be what it is today. To our graduates, again, congratulations. Now, don't forget about us. Just like we said, it's not goodbye. It's just you don't have to come on Wednesday. Every other Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday, you're free to spend that at work or whatever. But just remember, you know, you graduated, and what that means is you are role models to everybody else in the program and everybody that comes through that with hard work, dedication, and by listening and doing what you're taught in terms of the tools that our team teaches, that you can be a success. You know, I'm sitting here, I remember a couple of times we all saw each other in court. Some of the conversations weren't that pleasant.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure.
But you know, over
come a long way,
time, and it's kind of funny because we can almost see the change as it comes along, and it hits, and it's just a great thing to see. And each of you have been very successful. You know, when you leave here, you are a success for our program. So when we go out and talk about our program, we'll talk about all of you. In fact, we'll probably ask a couple of you to come with us at times to speak about the program and how you all are such a success in order that we can maintain it and keep it going. Again, from families and friends, thank you all for coming. You are a huge part of their recovery. While you may not know it, you really are. And we appreciate all that support from all of you to get us where they are today. So again, congratulations. We have food out in the jury assembly room. Everybody go back and eat, please. But again, thank you all for coming and helping us celebrate this special day.